Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our coverage of Rowan Gloucester softball. Game 2 of a doubleheader against Herkimer County Community College. Swing and a miss. We are consistent. We missed the top of the first inning. The difference between this Game 2 and Game 1 is in the top of the first inning, Herkimer did not score. So, Mackenzie Lafferty, a scoreless first inning, and there's one out here in the bottom of the first. Danielle Coursey is the batter. Here's the lineup for the Roadrunners. Nicolette Gentile is the leadoff batter. She struck out. Danielle Coursey bats second. Jessica Lippi is third. Angela Antonini will bat fourth. Lindsay Collins will be the number 5 hitter. Gianna LaCantori will hit 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bottom 3 of the lineup will be Kimberly Alexander, Gabrielle Glocker, and Mackenzie Lafferty, who did not hit in the first game, will hit here in Game 2. So, quickly, 2 outs. On the mound for Herkimer is Casey Boltersdorf. And you can notice right away a difference in velocity from Boltersdorf compared to the 2 pitchers we saw in Game 1. She throws harder. Jessica Lippi is the batter. Ground ball, third base, off the arm of Ramos to the shortstop. They fire, safe at first. Score that a base hit for Levy. Hot shot off of the arm of the third baseman, Ramos. And with 2 outs, the Roadrunners have their first base runner. Game 1 was an 11-1 victory for Herkimer, as the Roadrunners had a difficult time solving pitcher Kayla Mayolo. 1 hit allowed through 6 innings. Already they have a hit here in Game 2. Strike down the middle to Angela Antonini. A bit of an off-speed pitch. Throw down to first. Very close. Safe at first. Lippi a little bit dangerous as far as the lead she took, and the catcher throwing in behind her. 0-2 to Antonini. Outside. Throw down to second base. Runner on the move. In there with a steal is Lippi. So runner in scoring position now for the Roadrunners. And the count is 1-2 on Angela Antonini. Pitch from Boltersdorf. Line down the first base line, but foul. Pitch, strike 3 called. Top edge of the strike zone. Boltersdorf strikes out the side, sandwiched around a single by Lippi. And we have played 1 inning. After 1, we are scoreless. Thanks for watching Rowan Softball. Top of the second inning, we are scoreless. And a strike called for Lafferty. She pitched the entirety of the first game. Misses with that one, 1-1. Batter is Gardner. In the air towards left field, coming on and making the catch. Is Jessica Levy. This one hit over the head of the shortstop. That is into short left field. Leapy will get it into second base. It's a clean single for Scarlotta and a base runner for the Generals. It'll bring out Bailey Haddad, 4 for 4 in the first game. Two singles, a double, and a triple for Haddad. Takes inside there. Strike on the outside edge. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out and a runner on first base. Liner towards shortstop. Caught. And they managed to get the force out at second base. So 2 outs. Haddad reaches on a fielder's choice. First time that she's been retired today. That's a strike on the outside edge to Alexis Ramos. A little bit of a smoother beginning for Lafferty here in game 2. Mentioned that she gave up 3 in the first game. Towards left field, that's going to be a base hit. Coming around second base is Haddad. On her way to third, she'll stop there. And in with a double is Alexis Ramos. Best contact of the day for Ramos. And Herkimer has something going here in the second inning, second and third with 2 outs. The hitter is Paige Cretella, player that we did not see in game 1. Oh, and Lafferty gets the call on the outside corner. Infield in for the Roadrunners. Way in. Oh, another strike. 0-2. Haddad at third, Ramos at second. 0-2 on Cretella. Gets a piece of it, fouls it away. Pitch looked outside, but that's the place where Lafferty has been getting strikes, at least in this at-bat. Ground ball towards shortstop, fielded there. Throw to first base is in time. Big play early on here for the Rowan Roadrunners as they managed to pour water on that threat from the Generals, and the game remains scoreless. So we played 1.5, heading to the bottom of the second inning. The score is Herkimer 0 and Rowan 0. You're watching Rowan Gloucester Softball. Bottom of the second inning. Lindsey Collins leads things off for Rowan and takes a ball. Scoreless. 2 hits for the Generals, 1 hit for the Roadrunners. Strike called. Boltersdorf winds, pitches, fouled off the end of the bat, hits the fence on the near side. Swing and a miss. Pitch was down, and Collins swung over it. That is the 4th strikeout so far for Boltersdorf. Big difference. Maioli was awfully effective in game 1, but she didn't have a lot of strikeouts. And so far, you see the difference here. Boltersdorf, 4 outs, all by the strikeout. Tapped foul. This is Gianna Lockentori. Takes outside. Tapped out in front of home plate. Going to be scooped up by Boltersdorf. Throw to first is in time. Next batter for the Roadrunners is Kimberly Alexander. Had the only hit of the game for the Roadrunners in the first game. Takes a strike, 1-1. That one's in the dirt. Bounces away from the catcher and hits the screen behind home plate. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, scoreboard has 1-2, actually. We'll go with that. Umpires in game 2, Frank McNulty's behind the plate. And Kevin Terry on the bases. Got her on the outside edge, called 3rd strike, and Alexander is the 5th strikeout victim so far of Casey Boltersdorf. So no scoring so far. We've played 2. It is 0-0. Thank you for watching Rowan Softball. Top of the third inning, no score. Fry will lead it off and takes a pitch low for ball one. Fry struck out to start off the ball game. Grounder past Corsi and into short right field. That'll be a base hit. Well, Corsi's playing so short there that she's a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's a much easier play, but if she's a little bit deeper, then Fry might just beat that out. So that's the price you pay for having to play so close and just hit too hard for Corsi to be able to grab it. So with a runner on base, Shannon Moore will be the batter. 4 base hits, all singles in game one. Little bit high. Fry is out. Fry is not on base. And there was a discussion between the umpire and the home plate umpire and the Herkimer coach. They were looking at what looked like a footprint outside of the batter's box. So Fry is called out for hitting the ball while out of the batter's box. So call her out. No single for Fry. And 1 away. I couldn't figure out what the coach was asking about. And then when I looked over and saw there was nobody on base, I said, oh, okay. So Fry out. You can't hit the ball with your foot completely outside of the box. Grounder, shortstop. Stewart knocks it down. Throw to first base. In time. Bang, bang play. And Stewart stuck with it and got the out. Good play by Kelsey Stewart. Gabriel Glocker on the other end of it. 2 away. Molly McGuire will hit next. For that, there will be a conference on the mound. Oh, you know what? Coach is going to come and talk to the other umpire. Very, very close play. And seemingly no anger from the Herkimer head coach. Just wanting to make his point that one could have gone either way. Batter will be Molly McGuire, singled in the first inning. Little bit high from Lafferty. Two balls, no strikes. That one's right down the middle. A little bit outside, 3-1. Grounder, one hopper. Second base, Corsi fields it cleanly on to first base. And despite the confusion over the initial Taylor Fry hit, it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning for Lafferty. We've played 2.5. The score, Herkimer 0, Rowan 0. You're watching Rowan Gloucester Softball. Bottom of the third inning, Glocker, Lafferty, and Gentile set to bat for Rowan. Bunt attempt is bunted at and missed. Casey Boltersdorf is allowed one base hit. Retired the other 6 batters, 5 of those by strikeout. Grounder towards shortstop, scooped up. Throw to first is in time. Good play by McGuire. 1 down. Mackenzie Lafferty is the batter. First time she's hit today because she did not hit in the first game. Well, that pitch looked great. I don't know where that one was. Must have been low. Lafferty will take it. 1-0. That one's outside from Boltersdorf. Cold and windy day here in South Jersey. That's low, 3-0. High temperature was supposed to be 48, but it doesn't feel like 48 to me. 38 maybe? Maybe it's the wind. That's low. It's a 4-pitch walk. So Lafferty looking to get things going here for the Roadrunners in the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order, and Nicolette Gentile. She struck out the first time. Left-handed hitter. She bunts. It's a foul. Woltersdorf winds. Of a odd swing and a miss. Gentile sort of had her hands way in close to her body, but was also stepping towards first base when she swung at that ball. It's going to prompt quick conversation with manager of the Roadrunners, Steve DiPasquale. And Herkimer will take that opportunity to conference up between the catcher and pitcher, see what they want to do with an 0-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Nicolette Gentile, with a runner on first base and 1 away. We are scoreless. That one's in the dirt. Off to second base goes Lafferty, where she's in scoring position with 1 away. A walk and now a wild pitch. Grounded towards first base. That's an out, but it will move the runner over. Scored 3 unassisted for Gentile. And Lafferty at third with 2 down. Batter will be Danielle Corsi, struck out her first trip. Foul ball, just got a piece of it. As the lefty Boltersdorf heads back to the hill. I'm not sure I can call it a hill, I guess, because we're flat out there. Pitch is high. Good job by the catcher, Scarlotta, to grab that. No score, so looking for a run here from either side. Much different so far, anyway, than game 1, in which Herkimer scored a bunch of runs. Grounded foul, and will be scooped up over there. The umpire in me is always hesitant to call it foul until it's touched or touches something, because if it were to hit something and kick back the other way, it's still a live ball. Two outs, runner on third, 1-2 count. Line drive is foul. Of course, he stays alive. Boltersdorf taking her time. Here we go. A little low. 2-2. Outfield pretty much straight away for Corsi. Center fielder Cretella shaded a little bit towards right. Swing and a miss. Took something off and had Corsi fooled. Good pitch from Boltersdorf, and that's going to do it for the Roadrunners in the third inning. They do get a runner to third base, but that's as far as Lafferty would go. And we will go to the fourth in a tie game. It is 0-0. You are watching Rowan Gloucester softball. Top of the fourth inning, there is no score, and that pitch is a ball. 4, 5, 6 hitters due for the Generals here in the fourth inning. Liner, base hit into right field. And that was Lacey Neely with a single. So Neely is aboard with a leadoff hit for the Generals. Devin Fox is going to come on as a pinch runner here for Neely. So Fox now on. Tori in right field thought that they might be able to get Neely at first base and threw into Glocker at first, but not quite enough time to get that out. This is Jackie Gardner. She's 0 for 1, flying out to left field her first time. In the air, foul ball, and out of play, or right side. Pitch is high. Pitch is in the dirt, stopped at behind the plate, and the throw to second base is not in time. Fox gets into scoring position. Lafferty's pitch hit in the air towards right field. LaContori goes back. It's over her head. It's going to go to the wall. Coming around third base is Fox. She will score. LaContori gets it back to the infield, but not before it is going to be a triple for Jackie Gardner. Drives in the first run of the game and makes it Herkimer 1, Rowan 0. Meeting on the mound with the Rowan infield. Figure out how they want to play this with nobody out and a runner on at third base. Herkimer has just broken on top, 1-0 the score. I've had to rebuild the scoreboard, so I just finished. There it is. I don't have the colors right yet, so I don't like it enough to leave it up there, but we'll get those colors correct. And hit with the pitch is Scarlotta. So Scarlotta off to first base. After being hit with the pitch, it does set up a double play, but there are no outs. So Rowan is still going to be pretty concerned with cutting off this run. In the air, foul and out of play. The batter is Bailey Haddad, who had 4 hits in Game 1. She is 0 for 1 here in Game 2, having reached on a fielder's choice. Base hit, left field. Run will score. Moving on to second base goes Scarlotta. And an RBI single for Bailey Haddad. 5 for 6 on the day for Haddad. And it is 2-0. Check swing, foul ball, out of play. All right, I feel good enough about these colors now. I can get that scoreboard up. 2-0 is the score. Herkimer on top. Herkimer is a little light on that green, but I'll fix that. Pitch is outside. They're going to throw behind the runner, and she is way out at first base. Easily picked off. Bailey Haddad, she can hit, but she wasn't paying attention on that play. So good, important out picked up there by the catcher, Antonini. As the pickoff goes 2-3. So now we have a runner on second base, 1 out. Lafferty's pitch is outside. Two balls and a strike to Ramos. Inside, 3-1. Base hit into left center field. Scarlotta will score. And into second base with a double is Ramos. So the Generals have gotten to Lafferty here in the fourth inning for 3 runs. And DePasquale going to head out to the mound and talk to his whole squad, including pitcher Mackenzie Lafferty. Nowhere to go as far as relief for the Roadrunners. Mentioned during game 1 that the other primary pitcher for Rowan, Amber Kreco, is not available today. So it is Lafferty all the way, game 1 and game 2. And she'd put up 3 scoreless frames here in game 2 until this top of the 4th. Little half bunt headed toward shortstop, and it's through. Herkimer will score another run as coming around is Ramos. She's in. And a single for Cretella. Makes it 5 base hits in this inning, plus a hit batter. Fry hits one towards left field. That's underneath the glove. Got a play at third, possibly. Throw comes in, hits the runner, and rolls away. So Cretella in safely at third base, and a single for Fry. And the batter will be Shannon Moore. Runners on at second and third, 1 away. Pitch is low. And the second one from Lafferty, a little bit high. Just missing with the third offering, and quickly 3-0 on Shannon Moore. There is a base open at first with 1 out. 4 runs in here in the 4th for Herkimer. Ground ball, base hit, past shortstop, into left field. 1 run will score, and they will hold Fry. Into second goes Moore. Nothing now. Herkimer on top. Another base hit for Shannon Moore, who has a bucket full of them today. 5 in 7 trips. In the dirt, Fry stays put at third base. Generals have batted around here in the 4th inning. This is Molly McGuire. She is the 9th player to hit. A little bit high and outside, 2-0. Took a little something off. Didn't get the call. She wanted the strike on that. Count moves to 3-0. Base hit, left field. Fry will score. Moore will score. It gets by Leapy out in left, and coming around second base and heading to third is Molly McGuire. Two more for the Generals. 7-0 is now the score. Scoring-wise, that's either a single and an error or a double and an error. Base hit either way. just one out. If you remember, the out came when catcher Angel Antonini threw behind the runner at first base and picked off Bailey Haddad. So this inning has been 9 hitters, 8 base hits, and a hit batter. This is Lacey Neely. She batted in this inning, and they pinch ran for her with Devin Fox. It was a 0-0 game at that time, so Herkimer looking at that situation like, we need to get a quick runner out here and get a run across and break this deadlock. Well, inning has gone much better than they could have hoped, as they have plated 7 here. Ground ball, foul, very close. Right at the third base bag, but home plate umpires got it foul. And Neely will come back to hit again. And it's low and outside, 2-2. Oh, I think it just got 1 degree warmer. Could feel it. That's in the dirt. Antonini blocks. And the count is full. High. Lost her. Neely off to first base with a walk. Brings up Jackie Gardner. She is 1 for 2, has a triple earlier this inning. First and third, 1 away. There's a strike. Foul ball, back and out of play. 0-2. Line drive, base hit into center field. That'll score a run. Scooting into second base goes Lacey Neely, and on with a single is Gardner. Drives in a run to make it 8-0. Forget, there was 0-0 entering this inning. Still just 1 away. Batter is Morgan Scarlatta. She's the only player not to get a hit this inning. She was hit by a pitch. Scarlatta 1 for 1. She singled in her other appearance. Outside edge for strike 2. Ground ball tapped towards third base. Easy play for Collins just to step on the bag and get the force out at third. Cuts off that lead runner, and there are 2 away. Brings up Bailey Haddad, who has been retired once today. 5 for 6. Call strike on the outside edge. The only thing she hasn't done today is hit a home run. Does have a triple and a double. This one in the air towards right center field. It is going to get down. 1 run will score. Rounding third base, Scarlatta. She's going to score. And it's a double for Bailey Haddad. And Herkimer on top, 10-0. Haddad has been impressive. 6 base hits in 7 trips today. Next batter is Alexis Ramos. She's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles in this game. Ground ball towards shortstop. Going to be a tough play. Stewart's got it. Throw to first base is not in time. Infield single for Alexis Ramos. She's got 3 hits today. And the lineup keeps turning over here for the Generals. Number 9 hitter Paige Cretella will be next. She's 1 for 2. Grounder towards shortstop. Stewart, throw to first. Not in time, but she's fast. Wow, Cretella got down the line awfully quickly. And even though the ball was hit right at Stewart, she fielded it cleanly. She couldn't get Cretella. Runners on first and second, 2 down with an 11-0 score. Back to the top of the order, and Taylor Fry. She's 1 for 3 today, in this game anyway, in game 2. Wind starting to pick up a little bit more. Infield in all the way around for the Roadrunners. Foul ball from Fry. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Took a little something off of that pitch. Missed high. 3-2. Line drive, base hit into left field. Grabbed by Leapy, throws to third, and out at third. So that is, the run does not score. Umpire saying that run doesn't score. It should. The way that works on a tag play is if the run crosses before the out is made, it counts. And the argument from Herkimer and anybody who was watching is that it did cross prior to the out. However, the Generals are not going to get credit for that. They will have to settle for 11 in that top of the 4th inning. Humongous inning for the Generals. They get 11 runs. They run into 2 outs on the base pass and still score 11. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Herkimer 11, Rowan nothing. You're watching Rowan softball. Bottom of the 4th inning, Rowan has some work to do. Herkimer scored 11 in the top of the 4th, so no reason not to go ahead and fight back with 11 of their own. Batter for the Roadrunners is Jessica Leapy. Grounder over the head of the pitcher towards shortstop. Scooped up there. Throw to first base is in time. Solid play defensively. McGuire, the shortstop, getting it over to Gardner for the 6-3 put out. Leapy has the base hit, the only base hit for the Roadrunners today. I should say in game 2. They only had one hit in game 1. That was Kimberly Alexander. Antonini, the batter. Fly ball, center field, hit pretty well. Heading back on it is Cretella, and she makes the grab. Paige Cretella retires Angela Antonini, and there are 2 down. Long layoff in between innings for Casey Boltersdorf. You're never going to complain about having to sit for a long time while your team puts up an 11-run inning for you. But Boltersdorf on this cold day did have quite a layoff there. Has not seemed to have had any effect so far. She retires Leapy and Antonini. And Lindsey Collins now the hitter. Little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Boltersdorf misses low, 3-0. Walked her on 4 pitches. No sooner had I mentioned that the layoff was not affecting her that she issues the walk, second walk, surrendered by Casey Boltersdorf. And Gianna LaCantori is going to hit next. Before that, though, we will have a pinch runner. At first base is Madison Gillespie. Will run for Lindsey Collins. Boltersdorf gets back to work. Ground ball, third base. Bobbled briefly. Throw to first in time. Good play by Ramos to stick with it. And the putout goes 5-3. That will do it for the Roadrunners in the bottom of the 4th inning. We've played 4. It is Herkimer 11. Rowan nothing. You're watching Rowan Softball. Welcome back to our coverage of RCGC softball. It is the top of the 5th inning. Herkimer enjoying an 11-0 lead. Pitch from Lafferty is low. We have a pinch hitter, Hillary Hoda. Pinch hitting for Shannon Moore. Takes ball 2. That one's low. (3-0) on Hoda. Takes a strike, 3-1. Elizabeth Toscano looks to be set to pinch hit on deck. Swinging a foul tip, full count. Looking around for possible defensive changes for Rowan. Do not see any. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. And Toscano will pinch hit for McGuire. Toscano steps in. And takes a strike. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rowan will be back in action on Thursday. Brookdale comes to RCGC for a doubleheader. Foul ball out of play on the right side. Count is 2-2. Little looper into the short right field. That's a base hit. And Toscano is aboard. Didn't get a lot of it, but she got enough of it. Get it over the head of Gloucester. And just barely touched the short right field grass. So this is Lacey Neely stepping in with a runner on first base, 1 away. Down the middle, strike 1. Little bit low. Nice play by Antonini to keep it in front of her. Collins hugging the line at third base. Caught the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Neely has 1 base hit in 3 trips. Well, she's 1 for 2. She also walked. That pitch was low. Checking to see if the batter went around. She did not. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And forgive me, 14-44, that was Sydney Bennett. Sydney Bennett pinch hitting for Lacey Neely. And Bennett down on strikes. 2 away. As Herkimer emptying their bench here, this is going to be Jacqueline Claiborne to pinch hit for Gardner. (11-0) Herkimer. 2 outs, 1 runner on at first base. That pitch is low. Antonini again with a good stop. In the dirt this time. The runner will be able to advance. As Toscano heads to second base on the wild pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit. Up with it is Locantori. They are going to hold the runner at third. So a single for Claiborne. And runners at first and third. This is going to be Kayla Mayolo. You remember Kayla Mayolo from game 1. Mayolo threw 6 innings of 1-run ball. She didn't hit, though, and she hasn't hit yet in game 2. This will be her first plate appearance of the day. And she takes a strike on the outside edge. Claiborne at first, Toscano at third. Grounder towards the pitcher, handled by Lafferty. Throw to first is in time. And the Generals do not score in the top of the 5th inning. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, the score is Herkimer 11 and Rowan nothing. You're watching Rowan Gloucester softball. We are back for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Herkimer County Community College Generals looking for a doubleheader sweep of the Roadrunners. And the first batter is Kimberly Alexander. Alexander, Glocker, and Lafferty set to hit here in the bottom of the 5th. The Generals have only scored in 1 inning in this game. Just happened to get 11 in that inning. Just missed inside, 1-1. Hits have been hard to come by for Rowan in this doubleheader. Jessica Leapy has their lone hit in this game. The current batter, Kimberly Alexander, had their lone hit in the first game. And Casey Boltersdorf has been strong on the hill for the Generals. Misses there. Boltersdorf struck out 6 in this game. That one's low, and Alexander a ball away from a free pass. Ground ball out in front of home plate. Boltersdorf off to get it. Throw to first is in time. Quick play by Boltersdorf, getting off the mound in a hurry. 1 away. Ten run rule could potentially come into play here. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 11-0. Pitch low, ball 1. The batter is Gabrielle Glocker. She's 0 for 1, grounded out to shortstop back in the 3rd inning. Outside 2-0. Rowan dugout trying to get their team going. Hard to muster the proper enthusiasm given the scoreboard. They're trying, though. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. All the pinch hitters that came up in the top of the 5th for Herkimer, replacing the regulars. All those regulars are back in the field, as far as I can tell anyway. Moore's at second. That one's low for a ball. So it's a walk for Alexander. I think that's the 2nd walk. Let me double check that. 3rd walk of the afternoon issued by Boltersdorf. Anyway, Gardner's back at first base. Moore's at second. Ramos is at 3rd. As far as I can tell, everybody who was pinch hit for is back in the lineup, including Scarlotta behind the plate. Herkimer manager is out to talk to the home plate umpire and make another lineup change on defense here. Not sure what the issue is, to be honest. Doesn't look like he's making a change. I'm not sure what the problem is there. Gabrielle Glocker is being sent back to the dugout, and that's 2 outs. So Herkimer manager had some rule infraction that, to be honest with you, I do not I'm not aware of. She didn't bat out of order. That's their spot. Pitch is low. This is Lafferty. She has no official at bat because she walked. Strike on the outside edge. 1-1. I'll find out after the game exactly what it was that caused Gabrielle Glocker to be out there. No, it'll be too late for me to pass that along to you, so you'll never know, but I'll know. Ground ball towards third base. Scooped up there by Ramos. Throw to first is in time to retire Mackenzie Lafferty, and with it, the Rowan Gloucester Roadrunners. Tough day for RCGC here in softball as Herkimer handled the Roadrunners. 11-1 in the first game and 11-0 in the second game. Great pitching. Kayla Mayolo in game 1. Casey Boltersdorf in game 2. Rowan couldn't get anything going offensively after scoring 12 runs in each of their games yesterday. They put up a total of 1 run on 2 hits across 2 games here today. Also, great hitting from Herkimer. Shannon Moore had 5 hits on the day. Bailey Haddad was 6 for 7. And let's not forget contributions from Jackie Gardner, Morgan Scarlata, Lacey Neal. Seems like all over the lineup, the Herkimer Generals were getting hits today. That is going to do it for our broadcast here today. Thank you for tuning in to Rowan Softball. I want to thank Brian Rowan for setting this up and Kyle on camera. And sorry that we couldn't bring you a more positive result here from the Rowan softball field. But they'll be back at it on Thursday against Brookdale in a conference game where the stakes will be just that much higher. So hope you can attend that one. In the meantime, thank you for tuning in here this afternoon. My name is Mike Wolverton. The final score, Game 1, Herkimer 11, Rowan 1. Game 2, Herkimer 11, and Rowan nothing. Thank you for watching Rowan Gloucester Softball.